Hello guys and welcome back to So Rare Road to Glory. Today we're going to just go through a couple of little things that happened over the weekend. As you can see here, got a little box, so we will be opening that. It's probably going to be nothing, but you know, hey ho is what we got. Well, let's go through the weekend results, shall we? So we'll go off with this team first. Salahi didn't actually end up playing, even though he was a 90% starter. Apparently they had rested him for upcoming midweek game or something like that. So yeah, maybe we could have just about, probably not to be honest. Malot got an assist. Nadal ended up playing, but you can see there you go. He only ended up getting 28 points, so a bit of a stinker there. Barrera in general did okay, got decent AA for a striker considering they lost 4-0. A bit of a bit of a stinker. Paquez, they ended up conceding very late on. I think it was near the 90th minute. So in which case he lost the clean sheet bonus, so that's always good as well. But overall, the team was a bit naff. It says here we were 177 points away from getting a tier 5. So maybe something could have happened with Salahi. He was in a game where they pretty much dominated the ball around the whole game. So maybe he could have gotten the score sheet or assisted, or just some very decent AA. But you know, if buts and maybes. So we'll go to the next team then. So the only other rare team we have here, as you can see here, we came 94th, just missing out on a tier 5 at 23.82 points for a tier 5 and 38 points for a tier 4. Reason this stings a little bit is because, I mean, Cote ended up getting an assist, which is brilliant. Bautista ended up getting the only goal in the 1-0 win there against Castellon. Robertoni, you know, they're away to a decent team who are good at home, so, you know, 55 is okay in regards to score. Arbila only got 59, or 57.9 as my captain. He got 88.9, so yeah, not the best. And this one stings a little because Edgar Badia was keeping a clean sheet. I believe it was up until the 89th minute, and we were sitting quite pretty in the tier 4 spot. As you can see, they're only 38 points away, lost about 30 odd points as well. So yeah, that does sting the ring a little bit, but nevertheless we move on and we will go to a couple of things that I've bought now for the club. Now, actually, you know what? No, hold on to that. We're going to open this reward. Just the box. Hopefully it's just some essence so we can start redeeming some essence. So let's just see what we get from this. Free essence. Okay. So yeah, overall, just got the 5 essence. We will start building this up. Leave it in the comments below what you think we should save up till. I see a lot of people going up to just the tier 3. Obviously some go up to the tier 3, but then just redeem it for a tier 4 and a 5. Or do we just get to the 5? I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments below. Other than that, yep, we will go into a couple of people I have now bought. And you can see on screen, one of the players I have bought is Cesar Gelabert. Now, how can I show you this guy? Let's go onto the server data and let's go to Gelabert. Okay, now the fun thing with this one at the moment, as you can see that I actually own 2 rares of him now. Reason being, he is only £4 at the moment. I bought one for £5, I bought one for the other one at £3 something. I'll show you in a minute. But this guy is highly touted, only 23 and has under 23 till July 1st, 2025. And if we look at his scores in general, you can see he had last played in the La Liga second tier for Mirandes, and Mirandes aren't, or I don't know, back in these times here a few years ago, but they weren't the best team from what I remember. But this guy was the shining light in it. He then moved to Toulouse. I don't know if he came on loan from Toulouse, but he's been with Toulouse ever since. And now, as you can see, probably from these on screen, as you can see now, yeah, he's pretty much on the move to my La Liga 2 team of Sporting Gijon, which is very, very nice indeed. I've seen a lot of praise about this guy. It's usually quite difficult to find out information about specific players. But with this guy, all I've seen is, you know, he was touted to move to a couple of leagues, a couple of different leagues, some of the top leagues in the world. And yeah, for some reason he's moved to Sporting Gijon. Maybe it's for the minutes. Has to be for the minutes, I think, for why he's moving there, which is why I've decided to pick him up twice. Just one for an investment, and then one to maybe keep to myself, or maybe sell on, depending on if or not and when we potentially make profit there. Then we've gone for a defender called Knesvik. I proper butchered that, and but you can see here he does play for Luzern in the Swiss league. Now again, another one who I find dirt cheap at the moment. I've even told a good friend of mine, Sorare Jonesy, to pick him up, which I believe he has indeed. So scores wise, you can see here, since he's gone to Luzern, he's done really, I say decently. I wouldn't say really well, but decently there. The reason why this guy is interesting, because he's now 27, and then back in the time, you can see with his high scores here, this was also with Luzern. So you can see it all here. So he's got some really, really solid scores, some really solid AA, and this was back in 2020. So yeah, basically 4 years ago. So it would have been what, 22, 23, or 22, and yeah, I think just very solid. And he's now 27, should start coming into the peak form of his career, or starting to peak anyway. So I think this guy can do really well. Like I said, I only picked him up, and we can see this on the Google Sheets right there, for £2.50. So yeah, very solid. Very solid. Very happy with that. Then we've got Igor Silva. Now I've taken a bit of a punt with this guy. I sort of semi-regret buying this one, but I just bought it because I thought I like Lorient, and yeah, I want Abigel from in the midfield slots, potentially, hopefully soon. But he's a right back, and he got himself 64 worth of AA in his first game for Lorient there in the second league, obviously. So very, very solid. Defending, phenomenal. Passing, even a bit of attacking right here. Yeah, just phenomenal output there, hitting himself a 99 score. So I did pick him up. He is hovering around that £11 to £12 mark, so I might have could have got him a little cheaper, but nonetheless, I'm still quite happy with it. Although I'm a bit like, oh, should I have waited? But otherwise, I'm going to use him. And now, this guy I won't speak much of, to be honest. I only got him for 80p, as you can just see on screen here. I picked him up because of Bautista and Arbilla. He gets an extra percentage now that I've got Rios Reina, and good thing is actually he is playing for Cartagena. So see where that goes. It could be a good investment there, but all in all, I've pretty much picked him up for just that percentage boost in the IBAR team, I should say. So, and then one of the last players, actually, we'll go for this guy next. I've gone for Jean Huguenet. So I've gone for him, and how much I pick him up for? £4.26. Now, why this guy is intriguing me? Huguenet. And if he wants to pop up. Yeah. Again, plays for Magdeburg, and this will make sense why I picked this particular player in a minute. But, I mean, his scores so far, since he's obviously started and actually started with Magdeburg, he's hit 10 AA and nearly 30 AA, with obviously an assist there and a goal line clearance. So very, 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 very solid indeed. I'm hoping he carries on that rich vein of form there, and I don't think it's that bad of a shout for just literally like the £5 mark. I think I said I got it for, £4.30. So that's why I've picked him, and he will go alongside my new goalkeeper now of Dominic Raymond. I like this. I really, really like this guy. I think he's a phenomenal scorer. If we go through his scores here, you can see on the rare, he's currently around 65. Is thereabouts what I paid for him there. So yeah, we're going to go through the player now. Sorry to cut there because my dog was trying to chew my wall. So thanks for that. Thanks for that, Maya. But anyway, yeah, Dominic Ryman, £65. As you can see here, scores for goalkeeper are absolutely phenomenal, I think. Anyway, yeah, and doesn't need to keep a clean sheet all the time as well. As you can see, in regards to his AA, he's hitting 14.5 worth of AA, which is very solid. So when he does get in amongst the clean sheets, then he is keeping a stupid amount of AA. Even here, his latest game here, away from home, he's hit 40 AA, which is very solid. 75 a 75 score in total, and that's without a clean sheet. So somebody who doesn't need to get a clean sheet, like I said multiple times here, and I picked him up for £65.50. Now, I wanted a main goalkeeper. Obviously, we know Lucas Zidane. Didn't have to tell you guys, he didn't end up starting, I should say, for Granada the other day, which is not the best, but it's apparently because he had a slight little knock, and they've just put Mark Martinez, I believe his name is, in the goal for the time being, but Lucas Zidane should be in there. But I wanted a mainstay here, and with Ryman, I really like him. I think he's I didn't even know you can zoom in out there. Yeah. Did anyone else know that? Oh, anyway. Yeah, for £65, I think he's very, very solid. And like I said, at the start of the season, and only played 2 games so far, yeah, we got a lot of utility. We can get a lot of utility out of him right there. So that is the team, guys. That is what we are building up so far. As you can see, there's Cesar Gelabert at £5.20 initially when I bought him, and I bought another one for like £3.50. And then obviously you got Nidzevic, Igor Silva, and Huguenet at £4.30 there, and also Ryman at £65.50. So what I need now is for you guys to try and find us a good midfielder and attacker who's a really good value for money, or maybe even on the slightly premium side, you know. So yeah, let me know what you think and who you can potentially come up with. Again, if somebody figures one out and I end up buying them, you get rewarded that same player in limited. So yeah, I think it's a fair trade there for a bit of your time there and scouting knowledge. Speaking of scouting knowledge, I wanted to go through a player who I was interested in regards to the attack, and again, a bit of a risk, and I like these risks because of the prices. But it's going to be Ivan. Ivan. Let's just go with Ivan. So essentially, he last season was with this team here, Wien Wiesbaden, of the second tier of Bundesliga, who I believe were relegated, and he has since joined Union Berlin. Now, there's a lot of rumour about him, but as you can see here, even Plettenberg, a reliable Sky Sports journalist, I believe he is, Sky Reporter journalist, yeah, has said that Hanover are exploring a deal to bring him on loan to the club. So I think he would be really solid as someone like Hanover. They are good. I like the team as well. As you can see here, for a struggling side last season, hitting 13 goals and the 1 assist. How many? Well, let's say 11 goals and 1 assist in his starting in 27. Score-wise, I think very, very solid. So who knows what he can do in regards to that. And I'm eyeing him up because he's only about £7. I think he is at the moment, £8. So I'll keep an eye out. If you guys think it's a good shout, you by all means give us a thumbs up and leave it in the comments below if you have any more information about him there. I wanted to also go through a couple of comments you guys have left on the latest YouTube video. So somebody said, Woif 7008 here. It said that as far as I know, Botcorn has just suffered. It's not suffered. Just English is hard. Hasn't just suffered a bruise to his knee. I remember reading an article from Kicker mentioning that he tore his ACL, and that I believe is true because I also read an article not long after reading this saying that he is out. So he's going to be out for a few months. I only bought him for £6. It's a shame I couldn't get a bit more utility out of him, but hopefully when he is back. Then we got Mateus here with Aston Oxborough from Motherwell. He was actually somebody, Mateus, I was eyeing up alongside Ryman. I just wanted Ryman just in general because I think he's a bit more proven, and I think just regardless, those scores are just brilliant. And I think actually Ryman, I think this Oxborough guy, if we just check really quick, might be Oxborough. In regards to his rare price, £30. Yeah, I mean, solid. I'm very tempted just to pick him up in regards to just having him as another goalkeeper in general, put another team out. So yeah, thanks for that. We'll keep an eye on that. And Warrior Boy, yep, 9 seconds in. So one player that has been good for me is Arana for Racing Santander. Funny actually, I think it was just literally the other day. I don't know if I would be able to find him now. I should have probably taken a screenshot of this the other day. But I had basically picked up an Arana as Racing Santander were playing, and he did pick himself up a goal and an assist, I believe it was, at the end of it. And I actually ended up picking him up. So you see here, around this sort of price point. This was my one here. I picked him up for £17, and then literally 20 minutes later, I sold him for £20.20. So it's only cheap. It was only a small amount, but I mean, it was a couple of quid profit at the end of the day to help us towards our goal here. So I did not mind that one bit. I was tempted to keep him, but I just thought selling him in the hype as he's got the goal and assist was made the most sense. And then we've got Watch Wanderer with Cote's Cottage. I'm assuming it's going to be the club name. If anyone likes that, make sure to leave a comment below, because we need to pick a club name. Like I said, Cote's Cottage, Cap Stars, and there's also another one here with Fall on Hope. Now, this is from Desbean. I thought initially it was a player, so my stupid ass actually ended up searching for him, and then he just replied back, it's a name suggestion for the team. So yeah, brilliant from me. So fun times. Spargo 17, pretty sure Nadal won't be Tenerisse's goalkeeper. Tenerife brought in a guy called Salvi, and he seems more likely to be number one. Now, since then, obviously Nadal had started. Now, whether or not this Salvi guy is going to be over him, I've got to do a bit more research about that. But nonetheless, I think I'm just going to keep Nadal, and hopefully he plays the next game or two, and then potentially send him on for a profit there. And I need him to really step up his blooming game there. And also, we had a comment in regards to the Twitter here from Kyle here. Said he's left some comments, which wasn't there, unfortunately. But he did mention about Ross Laidlaw being a goalkeeper to pick up, which again I think was a very solid shout. Somebody who I was also eyeing up alongside Oxborough and Ryman. For only £24, again very solid, but doesn't quite peak as consistently as the rest. Obviously that's justifiable in the price, I understand that, but I was looking for a mainstay goalkeeper, somebody who's really going to push me up that leaderboard. He is a good shout for me to look at potentially later on down the line when I just need to put him through another game, put him through another thing, or even a cap 240 or 250, considering the low L15 there of 42. And then he also suggested Xander, which I believe is the Hearts goalkeeper. Xander Clark. Again, someone I was eyeing up again, but for £60, I wasn't all too sure. Lovely scores there from last season, of course. Having had the best to start so far, Rangers this season, but they had a couple of torrid games there. But yeah, I think very solid. If he came down to sort of that 50 mark, I'd be a bit more intrigued with it. But other than that, I think £60 is still a solid shout for someone of his quality right there. And then if we look at the remainder, you got Jack Walton of Dundee United at it's £45. Sorry, £48 for the Dundee United keeper. Not sure it's probably worth that. Obviously, it's all going to be in season or new season. You can see the last sale there is at £28.50. That's a lot more reasonable, of course, than 26 years old. And I know Dundee United have been newly promoted, and in which case they've got just 2 back-to-back draws so far, 2-2 and 1-1. So yeah, potentially he got himself a penalty save and conceded a penalty last game. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to go. But then we've got Jack Walton. Yeah, we've done that one. And then the last one is Will Ferry in the midfield of Dundee United. Again, someone who I did look at after the comment there. If we look at the scores so far, he's had this so far this season, 12 AA and 7 with a cheeky assist there also. Yeah, someone like that, £9 mark, £10 for an in-season or new season card. Very solid. At home to St Johnstone as well. Again, very, very solid shout, Carl. So thank you for everybody who has put in a comment alongside that there. Now I just want to see if there's anything else more to do here. But I wondered if you guys wanted me to play a bit of Rivals. I was in Division 1. Didn't end up playing it because I kept getting shafted with the boxes. So I've just let myself get relegated to Division 2 there. So let me know what you guys think. And also, if you, again, just comment below a gallery name I like to see what other people think we should call this, because at the end of the day, it's our club. So let's make sure they do that there. Midfielder and attacker, I am looking for a more premium, good budget, not budget, but good premium player who's not exponential, not stupid price, but somebody who definitely is going to contribute a goal or two, because I am selling Bergstaller. I am trying to sell eventually Barrera. Who else am I selling here? Forgot to tell you guys and mention to you guys. I could just show you here, couldn't I? Let's go into this. And the cards for sale. So Johan Julio, I've put up for sale. Morales, Bergstaller, Sho Sasaki. He's got half the price of what I put him up for initially, but hopefully just sells because there's one gone. And Uludag is obviously just someone else gifted from Sarah Jonesy. So, yeah, I don't think that's too bad. But other than that, guys, we need to maybe have a little look at what potentially we could be doing for next game week. Okay, now if we build this lineup together here, so this is going to be for the contender. It says Division 4, but it should be pushed to Division 3 now that the guys nearly did get a Tier 5 reward there, so I believe that should be promoted. But I was thinking Ryman, he is at home to Schalke. Schalke are going to be a good opposition, although they were a bit shaky sort of last season, but I think they're going to put up a good fight there. And I think, bring it, because I think at the end of the day, Ryman is definitely someone, as I showed you guys earlier, is someone who can hit some stupid scores when and where he is saving goals there. And then we've got the remainder here. So I was thinking, obviously, just to partner Ryman with Hugonet. Obviously, he's going to only have an E because he's got no previous scoring history, which brings it down a lot there. But it's meant to be a starter also. And then we'll go to the midfielder slot. And in which case there, we don't actually have all too many here, do we? Like a lot of players here just not starting. So something I've definitely got to rejig around, because I've only got a couple of midfielders, that means. So again, guys, like I said, please comment some midfielders below and I will try having a look. And if I'm really interested, I'll buy them, no doubt. So what we'll do there, we'll go for Robertoni then. We're going to have to. Inigo Cordoba intrigues me. Away to Cordoba. Fitting. Yeah, I'm a bit 50-50 whether or not he'll start. I do have a membership with Sorare Inside, in which case the expert says it's a 40% chance he's going to be starting. So I'm a little wary with that. But if he does start, just help me, guys. What are you thinking? So I can feel what you're thinking in the watching. Not such a twat. Anyway, right, I think let's go for Cordoba. This can obviously change later on down the line. Okay. And then we've got here Cote at home to Eldense. I think that's a solid shout as well. So I think I'm going to go for that one there. So let's go for that. Let's captain Cordoba if he does start there. And it's only 66, but Hugonet does bring that down quite some way. So if we go to the next one, let's go to a... where's it gone? You know what, I'm quite intrigued to see what Sorare Data is going to suggest the lineup is. So instead of that, what should we have done? Okay, Ryman, Sasaki. Do I play him? Might need to with that sort of game week, but then I could just sell him and make the profit. Robertoni. Decent game there away to Tenerife, and again Cordoba and Bergstaller away to, can't remember the name of that team, Blau I think it is. Not bad. Could be potential as a 72 there, so who knows, but I want to just see maybe just building a secondary team here. So we want to go with someone like Lucas Zidane. This is where I want to use my Granada boys. So we'll just go across and do this. So we've got that and that. Now this is the issue. I'm going to have to try and pick myself up a midfielder, aren't I? I've got just about enough attackers. I'm going to need to pick myself up a midfielder now. Trigueros, he should be starting somewhat soon. Next game week or two. I think it's just him catching up to speed with Granada in general, since he's only just recently joined them and only had 40-45 minutes in pre-season. So we're just going to put in Hodza, I think, for the time being. Don't like that game against Ozjek. Could do. I mean, they have lost a lot of players. Ozjek. Okay. Then obviously we'll go for Uzuni there. And then, what am I thinking here? Well, I'm thinking what Malot at home to. To Almeria. We could use the new boy, Nezovic. Or Igor Silva. Okay, let's put Nezovic in. Yeah, okay, let's do that. And there's Captain Uzuni. So that most likely is, as you can see there, guys, if you can just about see that on screen there, it's going to be the second team, I think. And now, let's say if we were to go for a third team, it's going to be obviously weaker team. We can actually maybe do 4 teams, so we need to try and figure that out. So let's go with Badia away to Albacete. I prefer him, I think, over Nadal for Almeria. So let's pop him in there. And then we can go someone like Igor Silva. And then we're going to have to buy a midfielder. So one of Hodza will probably go into this, and that new midfielder will go into that other team there. So for the time being, let's just put Johan Julio in. And then we are going to go Bautista. And then also, who else could we go? Uzuni. At home to Zaragoza. It's not who I already picked him for. Okay. Not the best of picks you can see from the scores here. But I think we should go for... Where is he gone? Where is he? Arbila. Just to get that Ibar Wombo combo in there as well. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys, to sum up today. Let me know if you like these more lengthier videos, or if you just want to condense into a 10-15 minute video, and in which case there's going to be a few edits. But other than that, I think we are all good to go. Just to go back to the teams here. Yeah, so obviously you've got all your rares then. Hopefully they all work out, but you know, well, I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and obviously just enjoy the ride and just enjoy the show. It's fun for me, it's fun for you, hopefully. And if you do enjoy, guys, get amongst the comments and like the video. I'll see you all next time in episode 3. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. And if you're new here, guys, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload.